First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
We all know it's that time of year where your allergies can really act up. We've got some tips to help you make it through pollen season.
Gainesville's regional transit system is installing new light poles at bus stops. Coming up, we'll delve more into why they thought the lights were necessary.
And Alachua County has just filed a lawsuit against the city of Gainesville in a turf battle linked to RTS.
That's our top story tonight. Good evening. It's Friday, April 22nd. I'm Marie Ettinger.
And I'm Connor Ingalls. Thanks for joining us. WUFT's Ryan Roberts was at the meeting. Oh, excuse me. We are going to another story, I believe, with Ashlyn. There's Ashlyn.
Well, Marie, Connor, the lights are expected to identify the bus stops for those who are searching for them at night. The 24 poles are expected to be more than $36,000, but will be funded through Federal Transit Administration grants.
Some bus stops around the city of Gainesville are located in areas that are dimly lit, but lighting and safety will be improved for bus riders by adding solar-paneled lights. Some of those who use the RTS system for daily transportation say they will feel safer when these lights are added.
I think it will, because I'll be less scared to go at night and I'll probably take it more often.
Gainesville police officers agree that lighting is something that can improve safety for those who have to take the buses at night.
Making an area just brighter is going to discourage criminals from committing crimes in that area.
According to GPD, better lighting is a method of crime prevention through environmental design.
Lighting at bus stops may not be much of a problem during the day. However, at nighttime, there are no lights on top of them or around them that would signify that a person was standing there.
The lights will also have a security light that turns on when the rider presses a button. This will also help the driver see if a rider is waiting. Riders will be able to read bus schedules and announcements in the dark.
If I am holding a map, and other foreigners are holding a map, then at least they'll be able to read it.
The lights will be solar powered and will have a lighted top that is on between dusk and dawn.
Feraldo says he is a little scared while waiting at bus stops right now because when he looks around, he's surrounded by woods and dark. Tobias says that being able to see in all directions while outside is one of the best ways to stay safe. Reporting from the newsroom, Ashlyn Reese, WUFT News.
Thank you, Ashlyn. The U.S. Secretary of Education is honoring Alachua County Public Schools as a Green Ribbon School District. Only 15 districts, 47 schools, and 11 post-secondary institutions are being recognized. The award is based on efforts to reduce environmental impact and utility costs, plus improve health and wellness and ensure effective sustainability education. Alachua County was nominated by the Florida Department of Education after receiving the Florida Green Schools Gold District Award. And smokers in Gainesville might soon be punished for lighting up in city parks. City commissioners have asked the city attorney to draft an ordinance that would impose a $25 fine for anyone who breaks this rule.
The city's Parks and Recreation Committee discussed last night how an ordinance was necessary to enforce anti-smoking rules in parks. While smoking is already banned in most city parks, there is currently no method of enforcing the rule.
This ordinance will give us a little better of a leverage to get people to cooperate and respect smoke-free zones and that there's no smoking in city parks.
Warren says that smoking in city parks raises issues with allergies, health, and the overall environment. She also adds that it's a negative influence for children, as well as residents who are trying to quit smoking. One park that would be affected by this is downtown's Beaudely Plaza, where they've already put up signs asking guests to enjoy the show, not the smoke. Commissioners say that there will be other designated smoking areas for people who would like to do so, but some residents don't necessarily agree with the ordinance being discussed.
Yeah, the buses and the cars that come by here give off more emissions than a smoker does. And you're not finding the cars that go by here or the buses that travel back and forth.
The attorney's office is now drafting an ordinance and researching what other cities have done in similar situations. The city will then decide on the ordinance, and if approved, it would be put into effect that day.
If that ordinance goes into effect, the first issue will be a warning followed by a $25 fine on the secondary offense. And the City Commission says a decision will come by the end of the year, but there could be one made as early as this summer. And I hope you all stayed dry today as a few thunderstorms developed across North Florida.
Yeah, you saw me coming into work. I did not stay dry. I
No, you did
wasn't
not.
lucky. But thankfully, it looks like radar is starting to clear up in Gainesville this evening. Both Gator baseball and softball have games tonight. UF forecaster Dan Henry joins us now live from KDC Shoal Presley Stadium. Dan, can we expect any more rain for tonight's matchups?
Yeah, thanks, Connor. I'm keeping a close eye on the sky tonight. We had some showers earlier out there. They're moving off to the east of Highway 301 right now, and I do expect potentially another complex of storms this evening. A good chance of some rain right around 8 o'clock moving into the center part of the state. For softball, a dry, humid start to the game, 78 degrees at first pitch around 6 o'clock. Possible showers, though, after 8, so just a heads up there. And then for baseball, we do have another dry start there, but again, more showers possible by 8 o'clock. First pitch there at 7. Amanda Hawley will be back in just a few minutes with your full forecast.
A little rain today may bring some relief for allergy sufferers. We sent Evan Moon on pollen patrol this month. She joins us now live in the newsroom with the story. Evan.
The oak dust is not nearly as bad right now as earlier this month, but it can still build up if you don't keep cleaning. And experts say allergy season in Florida is not really a distinct season. Between one allergen and another, it can stretch close to year-round. Allergy medications are leaving convenience stores as we get into peak allergy season. Many Floridians suffer from irritating symptoms during this time of the year.
I'll go for a bike ride and I'll bike around town, and then I'll come back and I'm just covered in pollen and I'm sneezing and my eyes are watering. It's miserable.
But unfortunately in Gainesville, our pollen season seems to last for all 12 months.
You know, we're uniquely positioned in the state or in the U.S. to where we're in a perpetual allergy season.
You'll find that washing your car here in Gainesville is common practice this season because of the heavy pollination. He says nearly 67 million Americans are affected by airborne allergies, and these numbers are rising every year. But why?
Just the general warming of our environment, that may be increasing our time periods of lower barometric pressure, which allows more of those particles to stay close to where humans walk and work.
It's not just the pollen you see that's affecting you. Sometimes it's just the pollen in the air that affects individuals the most. Although you can't escape the air that is heavy with pollen here in Florida, there are some things you can do to help.
And immunotherapy, which are allergy shots, and that can enable someone to have long-lasting effects that help them for decades.
With the rise of pollen every year due to the higher temperatures, you may want to see an allergist if your symptoms become chronic, especially here in Gainesville. As for over-the-counter medicine, the newer generation of allergy pills might hit the spot, and generally without the drowsiness of older medicines. And many people have found nasal sprays can be a big help too, from simple saline to sprays designed to address a range of symptoms. Reporting live from the newsroom, Evan Moon, WUFT News.
Thank you, Evan. WUFT News First at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, the world continues to mourn a pop icon.
And we have lots of rain on radar right now coming up. I will track this and more for you, and details about your weekend as well.